So if you're reading the title, you're probably like, Weylie, you are ridiculous. I know. Like, why are you making a video on how to put on a tampon? Okay, I must say a lot of girls don't know how to do that, okay? So, and I've actually got requests on this video, but I've only probably got like 2 requests. But I figured there's a lot of girls out there that wants to know how to use a tampon and doesn't know how. And my friend Jessica actually wanted to know how to use a tampon. So, hey Jessica, I know this video is for you and it's for everybody else out there that doesn't know how to use a tampon. And let me just tell you, ever since I started using tampons, I don't even like care if I get my period, because it's once you have your period and then you know how to use tampons, it's like your period just goes by in a breeze. Like, you know, life is just so much easier with tampons. So you know, I am going to go into detail in this video, so if you can't handle all that, then click out of this video. And you know, just know that I really care, okay? That's why I'm teaching you guys how to use a tampon. And if you already know how to use a tampon, great. If you don't, keep on watching. Okay, so there are many tampons out there in this world, but I would highly suggest you use plastic applicators, because there are cardboard applicators, but you know, those are a little more difficult to use. So I suggest plastic all the way, okay? And then there are many different types of brands out there, and I seriously don't have a favorite brand, but I am using the Playtex Sport now, because why am I using this? I don't know. I just, you know, I just grab whatever when I go to Walmart. But if you're a beginner with tampons, I wouldn't suggest the Playtex Sport. I would suggest you try the Tampax ones. And Tampax, why I suggest this one, because the tip is rounded. The applicator of this tampon is rounded, so it's easier for you to use it. You know, this Playtex one, the applicator tends to be pointy. I know, that's kind of awkward. I don't know why they made the applicator pointy, but I mean, it doesn't hurt or anything. So, anywho, I just suggest the Tampax ones, okay? So, try these. Okay, so things about a tampon. For me personally, the hardest thing for me about a tampon is I do not know where my vagina was, okay? And I just didn't know where my vagina was, okay? Like, it was just, I couldn't. Okay, one time this one guy was like, how do you not know where your vagina is? Don't you finger yourself? You know, I know people like play with themselves, you know, out there, but I swear with my life, I have never fingered myself. Like, I just find that disgusting. I didn't even know people do that. So, okay, my bad. I didn't know where my vagina was, but I found out, okay? So for all of you girls out there that have trouble finding your hole or whatever, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to draw a picture. So let me just get this notebook ready. So I'm gonna draw a picture for you guys. So if you look down there, and girl, don't be shy, okay? It is your body part. You know, you get that mirror. You get that mirror and you look down there, okay? Like, that's how you're gonna find out where your hole is, okay? And you don't have to feel awkward. You're in the bathroom all by yourself. Nobody will know that you did this. Nobody from school will find out. No. So it's okay. I have really bad lighting in my room. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, so here, if you look down there, this is what your down there looks like. Well, at least that's how my down there looks like. Okay. So when you look down there, pretend this is your hole down there, and this is where the hair and the shebang is. Okay, pretend this is where the hair is. Hello. So this is how the down there is, and then you will have 2 flaps, whatever this is called. Okay, I got to be in health class, so I don't know what your body parts are called. But anyways, there's 2 flaps that's protecting your vagina, I guess. I don't know. So anyways, right here would be your pee hole. That would be your pee hole. Your pee hole is in front of your vagina. Yes. And your pee hole is the one that's close to where the hair is. And then your vagina is that beautiful hole right there. Let me highlight that for you. Your vagina is right there. And for a lot of us who never used a tampon before, or if you're a virgin or whatever, our hole, because we're all women, so our hole might be smaller and it's harder to find. And just so you know, you're going to be in the bathroom for quite a while, because it's going to take you a while to figure out where your vagina is, okay? And you know, you'll probably be panicking a little bit when you're trying to get your tampon in, but it's okay, it's normal. So that is your goal right there, okay? So now let me just teach you a little technique I use. Like on the on the tampon box and stuff, it tells you to like have a leg up on the toilet. No, girl, you don't need to do all that. All you gotta do is sit on the toilet and open your legs, okay? You just have to open your legs. That's the easiest way to do it. And I mean, like, when you're out in the public restroom, you won't want to be like this, you know? So yeah, you might just want to learn how to just sit on the toilet and open your legs, okay? So okay, so opening your legs is the best way to put a tampon in, to be honest. So just do it that way. And then I'm just gonna show you what a tampon looks like. This is the this is Tampax Pearl. Yes, and really go by your absorbency. Make sure you don't use something too absorbent. If you don't have a really heavy flow, just stick with the regulars. If you have a somewhat heavy flow, go with the supers. That's what I use. I have a heavy flow. And if you have a really heavy flow, go with the Super Plus. But I don't recommend the Super Plus for beginners because it will hurt. And oh, don't freak out, it will hurt, but it's okay, okay? I survived it, you will too. So, okay, here's your tampon. When you're going to the bathroom, this is what you want to do. You don't want to open your tampon like a popsicle because you might push the applicator out. So you want to rip the applicator. So here goes your tampon, woohoo! So I like to hold it with my thumb and my middle finger. So I'd hold it like this, like so. And then, let me just stand up for you. And then if you're a perverted guy, get out of my video. So, all right. When you pretend you're sitting on the bathroom, okay? I swear, people at school are gonna watch this video and really just come up to me like, girl, whatever. So, all right. So, when you put on your tampon, you wanna, okay, so pretend you're sitting on the toilet. Pretend you're sitting on the toilet like so. Let me just scoot back some more. Okay. So, your legs are open, whatever. Why am I doing this video? Man. Okay. All right. So you hold the tampon. You want to go at a diagonal. Could you see that? Okay, I'm not helping at all. So when you put on your tampon, you want to go at a diagonal. You don't want to go straight up because our vaginas aren't designed to be going like, wait. Our vaginas aren't straight, okay? Our vagina is at a diagonal. So you want to make sure when you put on your tampon, you put it in at a diagonal. And when you take it out, obviously if you put it in at a diagonal, you pull it back out in a diagonal. But I'll get to that later. So when you put your tampon in, don't freak out, don't worry, just be cool, be cool. So when you put on your tampon, once this is in there, and it's going to be hard in the beginning, like you're gonna be like, why can't I get it up there? And then you're gonna start to get sore down there because you've been poking at it with the tampon. And if that does happen and you start to get sore and you start to like, you know, get really like scared or whatever, then just try again like in an hour. So okay, anyways, so let's say you successfully got your tampon in. And if you really do have trouble trying to get your tampon in, I would wiggle a little when you're down there, like kind of like try to wiggle it to find your spot. And once you find it, I like to give it a little twist. You know, I like to twist and push a little. So once I'm down there, so I get the tampon, I find my hole, I would give it a little twist and give it a little push. And that's how you get your tampon in. That's how I do it. So anyways, once your tampon's in, you want to push your tampon as far back as, so you would have it like this, right? Once it's in you, you want this whole part to be gone. This whole part. This whole part has to be in your vagina, okay? And then you want where you're holding the applicator, that part to be the only part that's out. So once it's in there, you would give it a push. You push the bottom. So this cotton will end up inside you. And then once it's inside you, all you have to do, let go. And then the tampon will be in you. Okay, so now that's basically it, how to put on a tampon. I hope I helped. If you have any questions, write a comment below. Okay, but anyways, so let me tell you about the removal part. Now the removal part is the more difficult part. You're probably going to struggle a little bit and it's going to hurt. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna say, oh, tampons doesn't hurt. It will hurt, especially the removal part, okay? Because if your vagina, especially if your vagina is tight, it's gonna hurt, okay? So what I did to demonstrate is I got a water bottle. So if you don't already know, your tampon, once it's wet, it expands. And it expands to absorb the blood, okay? So this is what it will look like. So actually, this is not what it will look like, but this is how big it will become. So when it's wet, this is how big it will expand to be. Well, it will conform around your body, but you see how big it became instead of that small little thing? So evidently, once a tampon is in you, even though it was so small to begin with, when you pull it out, it's bigger. So when you pull it out, it will hurt because it stretches your vagina, and you know, just suck it up, girl, you won't die. And sometimes, to be honest, you will feel that, oh, is my tampon stuck? Why can't I get it out? Like sometimes it gets really tight in there, and all you gotta do is just be calm, just relax, and go quick, but not like too fast, you know, like you want to be able to just go quick so the pain just gets over with, you know. You don't want to go slow and be like, ah, like you just want to go quick, but you don't want to be like, you know, don't hurt yourself, don't break the string. So you want to make sure when you have the string, you grip the string at the tip and then just, you know, quickly but gently pull it out, and then you just flush everything, and that's it, you're done. So, but anyways, okay, it's as much as I've been talking for 10 minutes and you think that this is probably really complicated, and maybe I confused you a little bit, but just keep replaying this video until you understand. But make sure you don't flush the plastic applicator. This goes in the trash. So, okay, so when you're on your period, as much as you feel like you have your tampon in, sometimes you will leak out of your tampon. And then your tampon, I like to leave it on for like no more than 2 hours. I just like to change it. So I would always wear a pad, and a very thin, comfortable pad, or I just wear a panty liner. But I just like to wear pads on my really heavy days just to make sure I don't, you know, leak. So this is the Always Infinity. I have the regular flow one, that's the yellow one, and these are so thin and comfortable you won't even feel you got a pad on. So this is what it looks like. It's really thin. Okay, we all know what a pad looks like. Okay, so yeah, I just like to wear my panty liners and or a thin pad on my heavier days, and it just, you know, makes life easier. So you don't have to worry about, did I leak out of my tampon? But yeah, anyways, you will know when to change your tampon. A lot of people is like, I don't know when to change my tampon. Like, what if I don't know when to change? On the box it said you could last 6 hours, girl. Take it out in 2 hours, okay? And why I say 2 hours, it's because your tampon can't absorb that much sometimes, and as much as it claims it does, sometimes it usually don't, okay? So when you know to change your tampon is when you start to feel wet down there. And not wet as in you know, but like wet as in you feel like you're leaking a little bit. Once you feel a little wet or a little moist down there, that means it's time. It's time to take that thing out. So yeah, anyways, that's it basically. And I experience sometimes that even though you use tampon, you could get, you know, some nasty somewhere down there. You gotta carry one of these wipes. So these are the Eve wipes. I got them at Walmart, and you know, just clean yourself down there. Okay, now to once your period is over and done with, okay? Sometimes I find that, okay, this is disgusting, but you know, it's, to be real, this happens to every girl before. Ever since I started using tampons, I've gotten itchy down there. I know, okay, I'm not even ashamed, okay, whatever. Like, sometimes you do get itchy down there, and I found the best thing in the world that will soothe that problem. It's this. This is the Vagisil Satin All Day Comfort Anti-Itch Cream. So anyways, once you use tampons and stuff, sometimes the tampon may irritate your skin down there. You don't have a yeast infection, and I never gotten a yeast infection from, you know, tampons. It can't be that serious. So, but anyways, I just got this, like, just in case. Sometimes after your period, after, you know, you've been putting tampons in and out of your vagina, you might get itchy, so get one of these. Everything I talked about could be found at Walmart. So anyways, that's it to this video. I hope I helped you guys. If I didn't, please ask more questions about tampons, because I know how I was struggling with tampons at the beginning, and I'm just so glad I know how to use them now because they make life so much easier. So anyways, if you have any problems still with tampons, any questions, just leave a comment below and I'll try to make a different video answering your questions, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!